NEVIDEO.
Andrew Schwab, WNBF Pro Bodybuilder.
A lot of stuff that we want to do with these athletes is functional from the perspective of we want to get them to a different level of conditioning, number one. But the total sum of our whole interaction here today is regarding our plight and our fight when it comes to camps. Yeah. All right, that's what it's all about. There's three letters that gives them a total advantage over what I've done in 35 years from the perspective of even being a competitor. PRO. I've never been a pro. Big difference right there. Come on, baby, let's go. There we go. Come on. Deep breath. Dig deep. Come on. There we go. 10 seconds. Get up. Deep breath. You got it. There we go. Up, down. There we go. There we go. We're not going to stop till the whistle on 5. And up and 4. Up. 3. Up. Get up. 2. Out. There we go. Drop them down. Pull out in the trenches and we're coming out of this. Deep breath.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Introdúcete a las personas.
Andrew Schwab, WNBF Pro Bodybuilder.
How long you been doing bodybuilding for?
¿Hace cuánto tiempo estás alzando pesas?
Well, going on 2 years now.
When did you win your first pro card?
¿Cuándo ganaste tu primer evento?
Well, I won my pro card during my first show. It was in June 2014.
How do you feel about your workout today at Transform?
¿Cómo te sientes del ejercicio que hiciste aquí hoy en Transformación?
Workout at Transform was unreal. I can't. You see the sweat. I probably lost about 3 or 4 pounds. So.
Mi ejercicio aquí fue sin realidad porque estoy sudé bastante, perdí a lo mejor 3 o 4 libras.
How would you describe the intensity of being a pro or coach?
¿Cómo describirías la intensidad a base de lo que tú estás haciendo?
The intensity was at a very elite level. Me and Coach also work out at a gym down the street. So I'm coming into his spot and his intensity was crazy. I think more so the difference in training was what got me.
La intensidad es fenomenal. El coach y yo también hacemos ejercicio en el gimnasio que está cerca de aquí.
Up in the air, let's go. Come on, 30 seconds. Get it up in the air, let's go. Dig deep. That's it. Come on. Dig deep. Get up in the air. You got it, baby. Let's go. Up high. Let's go. Get it up. Here we go. Up high in 30 seconds. Dig deep. Come on. Dig deep. Come on. You showed me. I want to watch it. You showed me how to push it out to the last. There we go. In the last 5 up. 4 get up. 3 up in the air. 2 corner. Drop them. Deep breath.
Fall up.
It's all right. Deep breath. It's all right.
Quads.
We got this. Deep breath. We got this. No big deal. You can't tell us no different. You understand why we're here? Come on. Let's attack this thing mentally. Marine Corps 5th General Order. Quit my post only when properly relieved. Ready? Here we go. Not quitting. Let's go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Get it up. 2. Get up. Beautiful. Drop. Beautiful. We got it. Hold on. Beautiful. No big deal. Stay there for a second once I take these up. We got it.
What's today's purpose of today's workout?
Today's purpose was mainly conditioning, cardio, burning some fat, making sure, the heart rate is getting up there and, making sure the intensity was high, more so than strength. It wasn't really too much strength, it was mainly cardio.
No era tanto haciendo ejercicio a base de fuerza, sino la intensidad era bastante.
Let's talk about the legacy of your brother.
Háblanos de la legacidad de tu hermano.
How do you say his name?
Asaph.
Asaph Schwab.
Asaph Schwab.
Hartford native, Weaver High School.
Yeah.
Played for Notre Dame.
Played for Notre Dame, yes.
It was really big for him to have a legacy to play for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Estudiante de Weaver, jugó para Notre Dame. Era un impacto grande que él haya jugado para Notre Dame.
What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I'm also a Weaver graduate, as you are too. And we have a stigma, unfortunately, about Weaver Beavers and a lot of negativity surrounding that name. And my brother left a big legacy along with himself and myself, I think, doing a good job of trying to change and make a positive outlook on Weaver.
Significa mucho para mí porque yo soy también un graduado de Weaver, igual como eres tú, y sabes que cuando vas a esa escuela tienes una estigma no muy positiva, so significa mucho para mí que haya llegado tan lejos.
Your brother's legacy playing for Notre Dame. Tell me about his opportunity to do something different.
Dime de la oportunidad que tuvo tu hermano de hacer algo diferente al jugar para Notre Dame.
Well, the opportunity came from a lot of sacrifice and hard work. I remember him, basically getting straight A's since day one. Lived in the weight room, ran after practice with other coaches, and was always a student of the game, so it was only right that it happened for him.
Fue mucho sacrificio, mucho trabajo, mucho estudio, sacó todas A en la escuela, so para él significaba mucho de que hiciera bien en la vida.
Your brother got diagnosed with cancer. Explain that.
Well, basically, he had been sick for a period of time, and late 2011, going into 2012, he thought it was bronchitis, and then kept going to the doctor. He had lost about 25, 30 pounds. At the time, I was in Texas in school, so people were telling me, but I couldn't really visually see him drop the weight and everything like that. And he called me up in about February 2012, and he told me that he was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Al principio mi hermano se sintió mal, pensaba que tenía bronquitis, fue a los doctores y eventualmente le dijeron que tenía linfoma.
We got it. Come on, champ. Come on. Come on. We got it. We got this. No big deal. Different from what they would normally do. It's just unorthodox. All right? We got it. All right, come on, Doc. Put your arm and your hand on the radio. All the way. All the way. All the way. I got it. All the way. Tell me when it's tight. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. We got it. There we go. All the way. Got it all the way in?
Yeah.
All right, deep breath. Beautiful. Move with me. He's over here. 10 seconds. Don't give up now. I got it. Now we're going to move a little bit more. All right. We got legs.
What lesson, the number one lesson that you learned from your brother about having cancer
What would I do
and just being athletic?
if I could
One thing
reach
he left.
inside of me?
¿Qué aprendiste de tu hermano al ser diagnosticado con un cáncer y qué ha significado eso para ti?
Feels to say,
Well, the main thing that I took from the trial of him being sick and then passing away was like not to hold grudges and be petty with stuff that's like minimal, man. And life's too short. You know what I mean? Just enjoy what you got and keep moving on.
Lo que aprendí de él es que mantener una vida positiva, no aguantar animosidad contra nadie y gozarte la vida y la familia.
What do you want people to take away from this connection with you and Coach and your brother's legacy?
¿Qué tú quieres que la gente aprendan o saquen de la conexión de tu hermano con Coach y contigo?
To be brief, just if you have a passion for something, go all out. Don't leave anything, go all out. Give 110% effort. Like I said, life is too short to be saying, I want to do this, and then you don't do it all the way. You know what I mean? I don't want to say half to half, but you can edit that. But you want to go all out whatever you do in life. If you say you love it, then do it and give it everything you got. That's what you owe to yourself.
Si amas algo, das el 100%, no hagas las cosas a mitad, dedícalo y hazlo con pasión, con amor y con intensidad.
It's no big deal. That's what mindset has to say. It's no big deal.
There was a famous quote that you always use on social media that your brother used to tell you. What was that?
Había una cuota que tu hermano siempre decía en social media. ¿Puedes decir qué era?
Well, he had more than a few quotes. The ones that stick out to me were just the ones about hard work and dedication, giving everything you got. A brief story. I remember us, almost about to get in blows over him not being able to go to the weight room one time. It was snowing, and I was like, "Why you always worried about going to the weight room?" I lifted weights at the time too, but he took it seriously. He was training, getting ready for a pro day, and eventually going to the Cowboys for a little bit. He was like, "You crazy?" Like, so it got heated because he was like that adamant and that serious about his workout, because he knew what it took to get to that level.
How did your brother's passing affect your life for where you are now as a pro bodybuilder?
¿Cómo la muerte de tu hermano te afectó a ti en lo que estás haciendo ahora?
Well, he was the one who came up with the idea way back when I had a lot more weight on me. I was a defensive lineman in college, and he always said, just because of my shape, even though I was a bigger guy, 300 pounds, he saw like the surges of my lats and how I was built. Like, you're like, dude, you might want to like drop some weight and try bodybuilding. So I said, and I was like, bodybuilding, And then when he passed, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just give it a try for him. And then I eventually ended up liking it myself or loving it, and the rest is history.
Yo jugaba fútbol y mi hermano me dijo que podía rebajar unas cuantas libras y yo lo miré a él como si él estuviera loco. Luego lo hice por primera vez y me dediqué a alzar pesas y después de ahí, aquí estoy.
Last set, best set. Let's bring it home. Let's do it right. I'm requiring your best out of this set.
I'm gonna give you a best.
Here we go. 1, 2. You got it. It's no big deal. Watch this. I want pace. So we're not trying to worry about, watch this, full extension. We're not worried about the difference in some of the, watch this, the mechanics may not be totally on point. I just want push. I want 20 seconds and I want it to be done. And I want it to be done with a hard push. All right, deep breath. Come on. That's it. Come on. Just keep going. Just like that. That's it. Come on. Come on. And we're not stopped. That's it. Come on. There we go. Come on and push it out. There we go. We got it. And don't stop. Let's start it again. Deep breath. Remember now, total sum. Boom, 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 boom. Here, it's been 11 minutes. 10 if that. Deep breath. Here we go. Last hit, best. Here we go. Last hit, best. Come on. Up. There we go. Up. There we go. There we go. Push. Keep going and don't stop. Higher. It's just a bang. Don't stop. That's it. That's it. Come on. 5 more. Come on. 4 more. Higher. 3 more. Get it up. 2 more. Come on.
Coach, what makes this workout today different for Transformed?
Coach, ¿qué hace estos ejercicios aquí hoy diferente?
It's different for a lot of reasons, the champ who's well respected, and the cause in which, and the purpose intended on why he's here doing this workout.
Es diferente, el campeón era una persona muy respetada y muy querida por todos, y esto significa mucho para él.
Tell me about that cause.
Dime acerca de la causa.
Well, I knew his brother a little better than I did and met him through his brother. And quite honestly, I didn't know initially that it was his brother until we kind of had a conversation. But then when I found about the passing of his brother, we just kind of would see one another. And until we got to this point where we wanted to make something happen as part of the legacy for him.
Yo conocí al hermano de él mucho mejor que lo conocía a él, y fue cuando me enteré de la muerte de su hermano que nos conectamos y queremos empezar una fundación.
Tell me about the legacy.
Dime algo de la fundación.
Well, this year is going to be the first indicator of the fellowship and friendship to make this happen, not only here in this country, but the purpose to tie in the translation is Academy Blessed Fitness in Brazil, the Park Fitness in Colombia, and World Gym in Guatemala. I've trained at all these places, and all these places have talked to me about transform and what I do with the athletes.
A través de esto queremos traer una unidad entre las personas. Hemos abierto sitios en Guatemala, en Brasil y en Colombia.
Great. What is it that you want people to take away from this opportunity?
Well, it's the champ's brother, and you know, I always say that, and I've shared with him that as strong as he is, the heaviest thing he'll have to lift to carry is his brother's legacy. And so we're going to do some translating of these videos to bring about and shed light on the importance of staying healthy and to combat issues such as cancer. But we're at Transform, we're going to make the first donation, and then through the process of the DVDs, we're going to get this information out to these countries in both South America and Central America.
A través de esto yo le digo a él que lo más que él tiene que cargar aquí va a ser la memoria de su hermano, y a través de esto queremos hacer una donación para beneficiar a los sitios en América del Sur.
So we have a special guest with us today.
Tenemos nuestro invitado especial hoy.
Go ahead and introduce our special guest.
We have Jametta here, who actually trains here, and she's a cancer conqueror. We do something different when talking about survivors, but she's a cancer conqueror. And I just wanted to be a part of this because the focal point is on cancer and being healthy and those types of things.
Tenemos a Jametta, que ella es sobreviviente del cáncer, y la razón por la que ella está aquí es porque hoy estamos hablando del cáncer.
Jametta, what type of cancer conqueror are you?
Jametta, sobreviviente de qué clase de cáncer eres tú?
Breast cancer conqueror.
Cáncer del mama.
Talk briefly about that experience, having breast cancer and being diagnosed.
I was diagnosed.
Habla brevemente de la experiencia de haber sido diagnosticada con el cáncer del mama.
I was diagnosed in August of 2012. Got the call at school, at my job, and it was definitely a awakening experience for me. No one in my family has been diagnosed with it, so it was really a surprise. And it was 6.5 weeks of radiation every day, and now I'm on the next step, which is a type of chemo called tamoxifen for the next 5 years.
Fui diagnosticada en agosto del 2012. Recibí una llamada de la escuela y hice 6 semanas de radiación todos los días. La próxima etapa va a ser quimioterapia por 5 años, todos los días, una pastilla.
Being a conqueror, what does it mean to come and transform and continue to work out?
Siendo sobreviviente, ¿qué significa para ti el poder venir aquí y a ejercitarte aquí?
The family and just the support of coach and the people that I work out with has just put me in a better place. I've always tried to be upbeat. I really, kind of lost myself for a little bit when I was diagnosed, when I went through everything. And coming here has just put me in a whole different light, and my life has never been better, and I've never felt better.
El estar aquí, estoy rodeada de familia, no solamente amistades, sino familias que te apoyan en todo lo que tú quieras hacer. Por un tiempo me sentí bien depresiva casi, y aquí mi familia me ayudó y ahora estoy súper positiva.
Schwab, what do you want people to take away from your brother's legacy, cancer, and health and fitness?
¿Qué tú quieres que las personas saquen acerca de esta entrevista, de la memoria de tu hermano, del ejercicio?
Number one, make sure you are getting regular checkups, staying on point with your health so that you can monitor things and be aware of things, be proactive, so things don't linger and get too bad and then it's too late. As far as the fitness part of it, you gotta be proactive at that too, and eating right, making sure you're getting the right things in your system, and so you give yourself the best possible chance of being healthy and living well.
Go ahead and introduce your baby girl to the world.
Introduce a tu niña al mundo.
This is my daughter. Her name is Tahira. Tahira Zanai Schwab.
Go ahead. Say hello to the camera.
Say hello, baby. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hi. She's tired.
I understand.
Tough workout, but no matter how tough it is, his brothers has come to something disease-wise that was tougher. So out of death comes life. And for us, I talked about him carrying the legacy, but it's for us to be an assistance for them. So the message of hope is not just going to come through his level of intensity with the workout itself, but through this project, we're going to spread this to even other countries, and especially some of the Central and South American countries I've mentioned that are dealing with a high level of poverty, but don't have the medicinal advantages that we have here in the United States. So even without name, it has now face. This gentleman's a pro bodybuilder, and through that, people across the board are going to understand health and fitness and understand how important it is, as he already alluded to be proactive about your health. And I'm excited. Through this process here, not just coming into the gym, having a workout, but Transform Health and Fitness is going to do the honorarium of making a $500 donation on behalf of his brother. And then through that process, some of the band sales, we and him already talked about it, that we'll have on our website. We're going to give a percentage to the American Cancer Society, but it'll all be under his brother's name. And then we'll just keep it going from there.
NEVIDEO.